Welcome, friends from Clinton Public School. We want to welcome you to the Clinton Fire Department. We want to virtually give you a presentation on fire safety for this year. This year's message we want to deliver is about fire safety in the kitchen. So we're starting off in our kitchen here at the firehouse just to talk a little bit about things that we want to be careful around. First of all, you see, for the ambiance, I've got a nice candle burning. You never know, you may have a candle burning for scents in the kitchen, a nice candle at dinner with mom and dad. But remember, these are not things that we want to play with. And candles, of course, come in a variety of sizes. We have short ones, we got tall ones, we even have round ones. Again, that is something that we do not want to play with in the kitchen or anywhere in the house for that matter. Now, other things that could harm us in the kitchen are, we have matches. Matches are things that we use to light our candles with. We also use them to light our stoves or our fireplaces with. And again, that is something that we don't want to mess with. That is something that could burn us. It is a useful tool, but certainly it is something that could harm us in the kitchen. The next thing that we want to be careful about is whenever we're cooking in the kitchen, there's several things that could hurt us. First of all, we have the stove. A variety of things get cooked on the stove. We cook our hamburgers, we can cook our pasta, boil our water for our oatmeal. But remember, as young adults, we want to make sure we do what? We want to make sure we stay away. And at least 3 feet. At least 3 feet away from anything that is possible that could harm us. And again, like I said, that could be a pot on the stove. Okay, it could be full of water, you see? That water could be hot, we never know. So if you have any question, always ask mom and dad. A frying pan, certainly. But also the oven. The ovens, we don't have them on right now, but certainly we use them for baking pies, baking lasagna, my favorite, or mac and cheese. That's an all-time favorite as well. But those things are hot and they can burn us. So we want to stay away from them. Another thing that could possibly potentially harm us or hurt us is our friend the microwave. Our microwave heats things up, and we want to get that pizza out because we are hungry for lunch, and we go in there, and before we ask mom and dad, we grab us, and what happens? We could burn ourselves. All right, so we want to be careful around the microwave. And again, like I said before, the rule of thumb is 3 feet. 3 feet away from things that could harm us. Now, if there is an emergency in the kitchen and something does catch on fire, what's going to notify us of there's a problem? You got it, boys and girls, our smoke alarms. Smoke alarms, we should have them in all of our rooms, outside our kitchen, outside our bedrooms, on every floor and in the basement. And what do? They beep to let us know if it senses or feels there's smoke in the house. Now, if there's smoke in the house, the smoke alarm goes off. What do we want to do? You got it. We want to get out. We want to get out and stay out. And how do we get out? We want to follow our fire evacuation plan. Now, talk to your teachers about that. Some classes, actually, you guys will put together fire evacuation plans, or you can ask the teacher, where is the plan in the school? And probably if you look to your left or your right by the door, you'll see it hung up on the wall. So that's going to tell us how to get out of the house. Now, one thing to remember is once we get out, do we go back in? No, we don't. We get out and we stay out and we go to our meeting spot. Our meeting spot is a designated area that we want to stay at until the fire department arrives and make sure that there's no more dangers in the house. Now, one more note about smoke alarms. Smoke alarms only work if you, 1, test them. So remind mom and dad they need to test them. They need to beep, just like that. And 2, they need to do a little maintenance on them. They need to change the batteries. I'm going to put him over. Change the batteries every year. Now is a good time for us to change the batteries. You can buy them in a large pack like this at Walmart or Home Depot. And just have mom and dad go ahead and change them. So every year we want to change them. I actually want to do it twice a year, once in the fall, once in the spring. But if we forget, we definitely want to get that in the fall. So remember to get out there and change the battery. Now, one more note for you guys to remember is if someone were to accidentally get in the kitchen and their clothes were to get on fire, what do we want to do? We want to, yes, shout it out. That's right. We want to stop, drop, and roll. Now, I won't get down on the floor right now, but it's certainly something that you can practice given social distancing in PE class. Proper stop, drop, and roll. Well, boys and girls, that's all the message I have for you today. I hope next year to be up and see you in person.